The U.S. Congress has passed a bill ordering the Justice Department to release files on late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The approval comes after months of pushback from President Donald Trump and the Republican Party.
The Senate has now passed the Epstein bill as soon as it comes over from the House. I yield the floor.
The Senate unanimously fast-tracked the bill without a formal approval after the House of Representatives overwhelmingly passed it in a 427-1 vote.
This isn't about Democrats versus Republicans or about Congress versus the president. This is about giving the American people the transparency they've been crying for. This is about holding accountable all the people in Jeffrey Epstein's circle who raped, groomed, targeted, and enabled the abuse of hundreds of girls for years and years.
The bill now heads to the president's desk for his signature. Just this week, the U.S. leader shifted his position, urging Congress to vote to publish the records. However, Mr. Trump remains angry over time spent on the Epstein issue. His friendship with the financier and convicted child sex offender has become a sore point with his supporters. The U.S. leader denies any connection to Epstein's crimes, calling the matter a Democratic hoax. And for more on this, Jagruti Dave is covering this story for CNA live from Washington, D.C. Jagruti, now that the release of the Epstein files has been approved, what potential impact could this have on the broader political landscape?
Well, I think it already has had a pretty significant impact. You're already seeing rifts between Donald Trump and some of his closest supporters, like Marjorie Taylor Greene, whom Donald Trump has called a traitor for pressing on this issue, as well as numerous others, like Donald Trump's foreign activities into foreign affairs. But sticking to the Epstein files, what you're going to see is potentially investigations being opened as a result of the release of these documents, which, let's be clear, these files are Department of Justice documents that give information about the investigations into Jeffrey Epstein. You're seeing reports from Harvard University's newspaper saying that such investigations have already been opened by the university based on documents that have already been released. So I think there's broad political and other implications for the release of these files. The bill is going to Donald Trump today, and he says it's expected to go today, and he said that he will sign it, but we don't know when exactly that is going to happen. And this is a big deal, of course, because bills that go to the president don't necessarily need to be signed. A president can veto a bill and return it to Congress. A president can allow a bill to be passed into law without their signature. So the fact that Donald Trump has said he will sign it just indicates the amount of public pressure that has been laid to bear on this particular issue. And now what we are also going to see is that, the indications of how important this is. The one Republican in Congress who voted against it expressed concerns. His reasons were that there could be innocent people who are mentioned in these files who could be affected, negatively impacted by the release of these documents. The bill means that these documents have to be released in 30 days, and that gives the Department of Justice time to redact any sensitive information, such as the names of victims or any sensitive information pertaining to ongoing investigations. But they can't redact information that could cause individuals embarrassment. So I think whilst the Trump administration, the president, has been very keen for this saga to be put to rest, the release of these documents could do that. But this is an issue that has been repeatedly coming back into the spotlight. So I think we're still going to be watching to see what happens next.
Jagruti, thank you for bringing us the latest. That was Jagruti Dave reporting live for CNA from Washington, D.C.